That was
All right,
clean.
you ready?
I'm ready. Oh, we're doing rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Okay.
All right. You ready?
Yep.
All right. You answer
That's
first.
2 out of 3.
No, we're just doing one because we got to get into it.
Oh, I'm nervous.
Worst advice you ever followed?
I gotta be quick.
It's quick.
Worst advice I've ever followed. I don't know.
Quick, bro. You never followed bad advice?
I'm trying to tie it into music.
It could be life or music. Golly, this is defeating the purpose of this segment.
Well, that's like a deep question, bro.
But you just got to answer it.
Follow the money. Okay.
Okay.
Kind of.
What do you feel like is a common mistake or failure you see upcoming artists make?
Thinking that other people are gonna help them.
Good one. One thing you should have started doing earlier.
Fucking up on social media.
One thing you should have waited for.
Spending money on music.
What's one? Yeah, I feel you though. On
Marketing
On
music.
market, yeah. What's one thing you would say to Little Max pursuing this right now? Quick.
Don't consume social media. Just post on it.
Good. My turn, I guess.
Okay.
I see the hesitancy though, because it is like, fuck, what do I throw
That's a
out there?
deep question, bro.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. One word. See, like, this is what I have. One word to describe the music industry.
Twisted.
How important is having money as an artist?
It's a dog-eat-dog world.
One thing to tell your 18-year-old self to try to help him.
Get more reps in and don't fucking stop ever.
This kind of is out there, but one skill you're looking for a producer to bring to the session.
That's a good question. Know how to feel the vibe.
How much do monthly listeners matter in 2025?
Shit, bro. That's a hard question.
quick.
Like, how much do monthly listeners matter? A fan base matters. If those monthly listeners don't care about your music, really, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter if they're all in fucking a country that doesn't even speak your language.
Yeah.
For real. I think we should dive into that first.
Streams?
Just monthly listeners.
Monthly listeners, yeah.
The name of the show is Monthly Listeners.
Yo, so how many times has someone told you what their artist name was or band name was, and you look up their page, and there's a part of you, even though you know you respect music first, there's a part of you where you judge how good the artist is by seeing how many monthly listeners they have or how serious they are.
Basically every time.
Yeah. Same.
It's
and
just like human nature, bro.
Same. And my shits ain't like that. My shits ain't high. You know what I mean?
It's human nature. It's fucked up.
Those vanity metrics. Be careful with that. I can hear the...
No, you're good.
Yeah, it's nasty. Plus, like, when most of the shit is like... Or so much of the shit is skewed or fake or like it's not a real fan base or like, you know, what they just say about Drake that it was like 2% of his listeners accounted for like 10% of his streams and it just like it wasn't adding up. So even when like some of the greatest artists of our generation are doing it and all of them are doing it, bro, but it's like we're judging art based off of inflated and skewed numbers.
It's so fucked up, bro. And it's real money too. Like those streams are making real money. And it's just all fucked up.
Right. Meanwhile, like if you're an artist and like you have a few thousand monthly listeners and your shit gets on one of these botted playlists where they're like trying to get you to buy into it. So like for 3 days, your shit jumps up. You might get screwed, bro. Meanwhile, somebody at Drake's status can fucking go get potentially billions of fake streams and like get bread off of that.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, Spotify has to pay the artists, right? So they have a certain amount of money that they have to pay these artists. So if Drake is taking this much from Spotify, it has to take away from the
Yeah, it does.
entry level artists.
Yeah.
So when we talk about amount of money per stream, it takes away from that. Mm-hmm. So it's just you're gonna get paid less, and then Spotify's just botting everything. So it's actually smart business wise
for Spotify
until they get sued like that.
Yeah, until they get until it comes out that hey, y'all been letting this shit pass, bro. You might want to try to steady that shit because I keep hearing that annoying shit. Try to steady it.
I think we're good.
Okay,
is that good?
Yeah, it could, but whenever you move it, it's like I can hear the metal moving from.
I need like a sandbag. To put on the leg.
Well, we'll just keep going, huh?
Let's talk about Spotify playlist. Should artists look to Spotify playlist to place their song on playlist? Because I feel 50-50 on this one.
I know people get discovered and shit off of it, but I don't believe in it. I wouldn't do it. If I had money to put, if I'm trying to split up a marketing budget, I'm probably not putting any of it into like buying playlists. Because so much of it is scam. Like, so much of it is scam. Then a large percentage of it is passive listeners. So, like, you know, a restaurant might play the playlist or some shit. And, you know, maybe you get a couple Shazams throughout the day. But, like, and honestly, I feel like the playlists that matter are algorithmic. You know, is your shit starting to react? Okay, it's putting in people's, you know, For You or Discover Weekly or whatever it is. But if not, it's like figure out a way to get that shit to react. And it's mostly, I think, through social media. I know people have success with like playlists and stuff, but personally, I'm not with it.
But like the thing is too is you were talking about like the algorithmic playlist. I know Discover Weekly is all fucked because it's like you could, it's cool, but it's like you could pay a certain amount of money to get your song on Discover Weekly. Because if you just pay enough ads, if you have enough ad spend, you get a certain amount of people to go listen to the song in 1 month because that's how they do it.
Right.
It's just like how many listeners in 28 days, how many streams. And if it triggers it to a certain number, boom, you're on Discover Weekly, then numbers are inflated.
Yeah.
So it's just a bunch of fake bullshit, just like the whole music industry. I'm pissed. Let me check the audio. My fucking screen. Oh, it's locked. Wait.
Why don't you just put the computer where you can reach it?
It's just the cable to the interface isn't. All right, we're good.
Okay.
I should do no sleep mode.
Yeah.
But I'm pissed.
Yeah, I feel you. It's a nasty game, but that's why it's like... You done?
Yeah, go
ahead. I mean, it is, but I mean, everything is pay to play. Like, if you can pay for the exposure, like, it helps you out. But ultimately, a lot of people are paying for exposure that the other systems aren't in place for it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, you might get a bunch of views, or you might get on the Discover Weekly, but, like, how are you turning people into fans? How are you connecting with people? Now, given, bro, there's people like Nick D who, like, he makes all his money off of streaming, which is pretty incredible.
Do you think it's legit that he doesn't run ads?
I mean, I don't think there's any indication that he has.
Yeah.
I think he knows how to. I think if that was how he was doing it, I think he would probably talk about it. He seems pretty...
Yeah.
He seems to just, like, put the information out there.
I mean, if you see from social media your views are directly translating to listens, then why the fuck would you?
Right.
I don't know.
And I think his needs are met. I think, like, if he needed to make merch sales, if he needed to push shows, like, he probably would run ads with the content that is doing really well.
Yeah.
But, you know, he's not... It doesn't seem like money's his first focus, so he's just like... I mean, I think he's doing pretty fucking well with just streams anyway. But
What was your answer to what I asked you when I said how much does money matter as an artist?
I
I think
said
that
it's
was the question.
yeah. I said it's a dog eat dog world. So I think money, like it's hard to say because are we talking about like does rent matter? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm basically talking more like in the artist, like the business of the artist.
In the business of
Not
it,
so much like living and
yeah,
eating
yeah, yeah.
food.
In the business of it, so I always say this, bro. I think there's only that was a funny breath I took. I tried to like breathe in. And I was like,
Like a
but
dog.
right? It's a dog eat dog world.
The weird part is like with this audio setup, you could hear everything.
Yeah. So, but
It
I
sounds
always,
good though. Sorry, go ahead.
so I always say, I think there's, God damn, bro.
We can separate it. You're good. There you go.
I always say, there's really only one cheat code to making it in music, but I do think that there's like a charge up that comes with it. I think the only cheat code there is consistency. So you can have all the money in the world. If you don't have consistency, then you're just going to pour money into shit and it's probably not going to do nothing for you. But if you have consistency, then money becomes a charge up. Because if you can consistently make good music, if you can consistently make music and consistently make content, at a certain point it's gonna get better. And the more money, like if you're putting money into it strategically, you're gonna see what works better faster.
What's the first thing you're putting? You have $5,000 in the bank. What are you doing?
And I'm just an artist,
You're an artist that has like, I don't know, 5 songs on the hard drive.
okay.
You have 10 out. You're just like kind of starting out, getting your
Okay.
groove.
So I'm gonna take that $5,000 and I'm going to I'm trying to think of like real numbers here. I'm gonna probably put $2,500 into my recording setup. I'm gonna make sure I get an okay laptop, like a laptop that can do the recording stuff. I'm gonna buy a decent mic, probably a SM7B for real. I'm gonna buy a decent interface.
Wait, how much is the SM7B?
I think it's like
300?
no, I think it's less than that. I could be wrong though. Wow. I think it's less than that. It's been a while.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
So, laptop, get a DSP. Even if I need to operate off of what I can learn the fastest, then I can scale from there. But operate off of what I can learn the fastest. So get a mic, get an interface, get a DSP, and get a fucking, I don't know, like Splice and TrackLib, you know what I mean? Just to help you get to where you're producing more music faster. Mm-hmm. Because ultimately you got to get a lot more reps in if you're having 10 songs and 5 songs. So I would try to keep my recording budget down to like $2,500, right? Then I would buy like a DJI camera.
Yep.
And I would buy lighting for that. And then get CapCut because that's cheap. And so I'd have my video creation and editing process right there, right? And I have my music creation right there. Those two things alone, if you spend money in that, you're going to learn, but you got to apply yourself when you do that. Like get your reps in all the time on it. And then from there, I don't know. What do you think I have left over? Let's say $2,500 for the whole recording setup, a DJI, what's that, 800?
Yeah, but all those softwares get expensive.
So that's 3,300. Yeah.
Tell you that.
Yeah, that's true. 3,300 with that. Then like lighting, let's say another let's just say you spend 200 on that, 3,500. You could get better lighting for sure. Oh, get a tripod. Definitely get a tripod. So 36. I think you're gonna have a little bit left over, and then I would just say.
Did you say pay a videographer or no?
No, I just said buy a DJ. Like film your fucking self for a little while. Get a DJI, get a tripod, get a light, and learn how to do it. YouTube's right there. You can learn how to make good content in your little home studio setup that you got, and that can be like your world right there. And you show your world. And I don't know. Let's say you have $500 extra. I would probably pay for a photo shoot. I know that might sound out of date, but I would just want all my profiles looking like similar. and to have like an aesthetic down, you know, maybe not down because you're just starting, but have some sort of like representation of you in a somewhat professional way.
But I was just, something came to my head when you were saying this. I want to debunk something. Everybody says that you don't like, you shouldn't, like, you don't need to upgrade your audio equipment. But I think that's like false. Like, I think there's such a big difference if you upgrade a mic or like an interface or like a computer.
I agree.
It's not talked about enough. Everyone's just like, you can make a song.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I definitely agree with that. But I also think that you could buy a SM7B. You could buy the SSL. How much is the SSL?
Yeah, that's $200. You could find good shit.
$200. You could spend.
I think it was 200, might be 3.
And you know, if you can get, I don't know how much plugins and shit are costing these days, but like,
yeah,
if you buy a SSL and a SM7B, and you know get a plugin pack that you can work with, it doesn't have to be the greatest ever, but I would get Valhalla, but
get Valhalla, bro.
But you can make good music with that setup right there.
Oh, hell yeah.
You know what I mean? I do agree that it's important to invest in your sound and everything, but ultimately as an artist starting out, get to where you can make consistent shit that sounds like of a certain quality, like you actually take yourself serious and it's not just bullshit and you're actually paying attention to the sound. But like what? Thriller was recorded on an SM7B. Now, who knows all of the outboard and processing and shit they had, but still, bro, there's like...
No, I know. I'm not saying you can't make good music on low quality equipment or like the starter equipment. You could still make a good song. But this shit really does make a difference.
It does make a difference, but you're not going to go buy a Neumann because like you got 100 streams. Like,
no.
It's like, make your shit, make proof of concept, see that shit working out. You're going to make better music. Yeah. I mean, you feel so tied to the music as you're making it. You're like, it's the best shit I've ever made. But it's like, you're going to have to get better. So you're going to make better music and make that better music on better equipment, but just get those fucking reps in.
And you mentioned plugins. Like all these DAWs have plugins.
Right.
Like they have all the plugins you need. Right. You just got to learn how to use them.
Right. And the
that's YouTube University.
What I'll say too, bro, is like the people who will adopt early, like artists early on, they're not listening for the imperfections of that shit.
Nah.
They're listening to discover a vibe. And if you can connect with people like that, then you can start to up your shit. But like connect with people off the vibe first. It's the same answer I have for like a producer. Like we got to connect off the vibe first. Then the technicalities can come in.
When I was asking that question, like I was like, what would I say? I think what's important for production, like if I have a producer in the room for my session, the number one thing that pops into my mind is you need to be the type of person that I feel comfortable around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I gotta be my full self when you're in the room, because I'm always like this anyways. I'm like, oh my God, get the fuck out of my room. But if there's a producer in there that's kind of like just throwing me off or some shit, so I don't know how you practice this, but you kind of just have to like be around artists more, I guess.
Yeah, I agree. I think you have to be able to hold space for vulnerability while also demanding the best out of an artist.
Yeah.
Like, I want to say that too, because as a producer, your job's not just to come sit in and be a yes man, but it is to like create a space where vulnerability is okay so the artist can try shit while also being like, hey, that wasn't it, but like, I'm glad you tried it, but that wasn't it. Try doing it this way. Let's see how that sounds.
Yeah. I think it's very important.
Go ahead.
I think to practice this, like how could a producer watching be like, okay, I want to get better in that skill set? Because that sometimes is more important to me than your skills on like a keyboard or something.
Yeah. I think
as an artist, I don't know. How can you practice it?
How can you practice it? I mean, I think you just got to collab. You got to work with more artists. And like some of them are probably going to suck and be a pain in the ass to work with. And some people are going to be cool. And some people you're going to have to pull out of their shell. But it's like the more that you kind of get adjusted with that and just kind of communicating with humans. And then like not dominating the sessions either. Like you got to let an artist do what they feel and be open to it, while also like hearing the vision for what the record's going to be and making sure that that gets accomplished.
It's funny how you say like speak to humans, because it's like all these, like I was the same way. You lock yourself in a fucking room and you make music. That's it.
Yeah.
But like when it comes to going to like social events, like when I moved to the city, I went to these social events all the time. I'm like, oh my God. Like there wasn't anything that showed me how to talk to these people.
Yeah.
So like getting those reps in of talking to these guys is important.
I think that comes too with like, I don't think people, and this is getting like maybe outside of music, but I don't think people take advantage enough of the micro interactions they have with other humans. There's so much opportunity to figure out how you can communicate what you're feeling, to see how you can
I struggle with that shit.
give, like, bro, the smallest shit will make someone else's day and it'll make your day. When you tell somebody that, hey, I like your shoes, or that, you know,
Yeah.
whatever looks really cool on you, you see a light up in them and you also feel it. Like, one of my favorite things to do for myself is give other people compliments. I start vibing, bro. So I think, not to get too off topic, but I think a lot of it is like, as artists, as producers, as everything else, is like we have to experience the world a bit more, and by doing so, like take advantage of those micro interactions with humans. You figure out how to respond quickly to certain things, or funny, or whatever it may be.
Why do we get nervous to give other people their flowers or like compliments? Like, why do I feel nervous if I'm like, or like, I don't know, if I think those shoes are cool. Why? What's the thing that's between us that I'm like?
Because I think there's
I don't know,
something in our
Chief.
minds that's like, what if that person is like, don't talk to me. I know these shoes are fucking cool. You know, like there's something about like, I think there's
so
something
weird,
too
bro.
where like you're creating a vulnerability at where there doesn't have to be one. You could say
Yeah.
something nice and this person could be like, shut up. And then you're like, okay. But ultimately, like it takes a lot more courage to create vulnerabilities or create space for vulnerability
Yeah.
than it is to just like hold it in. And it's like, bro, if someone is such an asshole that they really have cool stuff or like look cool or whatever, and you tell them like, yo, you're killing it, and they're just a prick, then it's like, dude, this sucks to be them.
No, the crazy part is it rarely ever happens that
Right.
way.
Most people are like,
Most
oh,
people are like,
yo,
"Thanks."
thank you. I appreciate that.
But then there's still like some like, I don't know, like you don't want to do it sometimes. Like you know what's gonna be beneficial for the both of us,
Right.
but like there's something that maybe it's just me.
No, I think
don't know.
it's true. I think it's true.
I try to give like show love.
Yeah,
But,
but I think too is just like it's got to be genuine.
It's got to be genuine, man.
Can't be like, yo, I fuck with those shoes, and then they're like, not the shoes.
They're not it.
But yeah,
But you say it's kind of off topic, and I understand. But also, like as creatives and artists, producers, whoever the fuck, you have to like kind of understand that type of shit, because when you're in these sessions, you have to know the language. You have to be able to talk to people, and it's a skill that I had to kind of learn.
Yeah.
And I'm still learning.
yeah, same. I mean, and then the more people you collaborate with, the more you're dealing with emotions and people's creativity and vulnerabilities. So things could get fragile. You know, egos are involved.
Yeah.
Like, so it is something that you kind of have to like
Build.
build and like understand. But I think it also comes down to like a knowing of yourself and like figuring out where that is and where the sturdiness is in that. And then it's like, cool, I can bring that to any room and I'm cool. Like, not I'm cool, but you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
good with me. Like I can talk from this point all the time.
Let me ask you something. What's your relationship like with showing your music to other people, playing your music to other people? Because this is something like, you know, I struggle like crazy. Like when my songs come on in the room, I'm like, I tense up quick. You are different. Explain it.
In what way? Like,
You just seem like you're more comfortable to be like, yo, come listen to this quick.
oh, true.
Like, where did that come from? How does that even happen?
I think Well, a few things. I do think that during the chocolate shop era, we were showing our music to new people all the time, and it was like people were coming into this place that Mr. Watson built out, and it was kind of mind blowing. So people were like figuring out how to feel about it because it was kind of like mind blowing to be in there. And then so like people would come in and that would be mind blowing, and then they're hearing the music and it's kind of a different sound, and it's like sometimes you kind of got to like take the lead with how to feel about the music in a way. You know, you don't want to be so full of yourself where you're not like seeing how, but so I think I have like two modes of it, right? I have the mode where I'm like, I love this shit so much and I want to share it with you because I really think you'll love it.
Yeah.
And then I have the mode where I'm like, I want to play this around different people and just see what responses are. It's probably not going to get me to change anything about the song, but I'm just curious as like a research perspective of like, who's this song really hit with? Do people, like what part do people start to naturally bob their head on? What part, you know?
Are you selective with who you're showing it to?
It depends on what phase the song is in.
So what if you made a song last night?
If I made a song last night, if it's like full recorded.
Yeah. If basically all the vocals are done, it just needs like more production mixing.
Yeah. I'm going to show that to anybody I know who is also like that I fuck with is also an artist like this in my vicinity. I'm not about to like send it out. You know what I mean? But like,
if you're at the house,
if I'm at the house, I'm gonna be like, yo, check this out. Or I might text it to a homie that I like share ideas with all the time or something. Because I'm pretty like, I'm not always saying like every song I make is gonna come out, but I'm pretty good. I'm pretty comfortable with every song I make like has space in my life. If I made the song, then I'm feeling pretty good about it. Not to say it's like my best song, but
do you think it was like that like ever since you started, or is that new? Like
as far as sharing ideas?
Yeah, like that, the comfortability in like showing other people shit.
I think I was very vulnerable. Like I built tough skin through the vulnerability of it because I've definitely shared stuff with people that are like, that's not it, bro. And then I'm like, then there's parts of me that like, back then especially, it was like, you don't know what you're talking about. Like this shit is fucking fire. But I also think like even to this day where I feel really confident in a lot of my ideas and I feel like they're worth like giving some light to, I also do think like when an idea is blossoming, like that's a precious thing. And you kind of have to protect that.
That's where I'm at. I'm like, where I get hesitant is like, because I'm definitely different. Like I feel like I don't want to show anybody until this shit's ready to go.
Yeah.
And I feel like if I show something to somebody and they say something, it's so likely that I change something because of it. And I don't want it to be that way. So maybe it's like, because these people that don't create the songs, they don't understand what stage the song is in, number one.
Right.
They don't. So if you say something and it just opens the lane to all these fucking things that I don't want to go wrong.
I think you have to share it with people that you feel like also understand the vision.
Yeah. Because
they'll give you honest opinions, but then you also have to know when like an experimental thing is like what it is. For instance, like I'm very fortunate to be surrounded by like a decent amount of creatives that I really like trust and I really feel good to show them like new ideas. But sometimes I'll do something that's really experimental and I may show it to someone who is in that trusted circle and they're like, I don't know about that part. But if I know when I was making that shit that I was like, this is it, then it's like, well, I appreciate you saying that and I can see why you're saying that, but like, that's why I did what I did.
Got it.
So.
Now let me ask you this. If you're showing a song to somebody, what are the do's? What can they do and what can they not do? Where you're like, man, like like Blaine, I'm showing you my song right now. Or you're showing me the song right now. What can I do? Or what shouldn't I do when I'm listening to a song?
So if you show me a song right now and you play it and you're like, yo, I have this idea that I care about.
Yeah.
You know, you don't say it that way, but I can see that you care about this idea. And you press play, ad-lib compliments or notes, good thing. If like you're playing it and I'm like, that snare's kind of throwing me off, but I'll leave it at that. Or like, oh, that line was dope. Or that melody was fire. Like I can throw out ad-lib compliments during the first play.
Yeah.
Or if it moves me to words, like to speaking a decent amount, I need to press stop on your record and I need to restart it for the sake of like hearing your idea. If I'm so inspired by like an idea I have when I hear the song, like, oh my God, this makes me think of this visual, like you can let it keep playing. So I don't know, there's kind of like feelings around that, but it's like,
What if they don't finish the song and they start like just fucking saying a bunch of shit?
it depends, bro. It depends because like I've had people show me records where like I had to be like,
Bro, just listen to the song.
yeah, yeah, I think that people need to realize, you know, and some people don't have time, bro. Some people are listening to music because like you're asking them for a favor, and if they feel like this ain't it. No, I'm like, let's say you got a OG who's an A&R somewhere or something.
Yeah.
And they're busy. They do this shit for a living, and you're like, yo, can you listen to this? And if by the fucking first verse they're like, bro, this ain't it. That doesn't mean it might not be it, but you gotta.
But that is a different form of listening at the same time. Like that's actually looking for like criticism.
Yeah.
Maybe constructive criticism, but I'm talking more like, yo, I'm just showing you the record.
Yeah, I think you gotta let stuff breathe, man. And like these are people's ideas, and things are naturally. Our brain is gonna go a different way sometimes when we hear something. Oh, I thought it could have gone that way, but it's like, yeah, but this person took it this way, so at least hear it out before you try to like spit out an opinion.
And I think one thing you're good at is like, if I show you something and you have an idea for it, you're like, I think I have an idea if you don't mind. Yeah. I'll tell you. Or you word it different, but it's kind of like asking for permission to give an idea on a certain part.
Yeah.
Like that goes a long way.
Yeah, I think so. Because it's just like a lot of shit is unwarranted. And if I'm like, bro, you shouldn't do that there out of no, and you're like, I don't give a fuck. I like that. But I think, so I do think there's like...
It's such a funny conversation.
There's like manners around like hearing somebody's music for the first time or something. It's like...
Stop having conversations while my music is being played and I'm showing the room. That is unacceptable, bro.
I feel like that's it. Let's not have a conversation during
unacceptable.
This unless everybody got so excited about the song and we're going to run it back. Because otherwise it's like...
Stop talking about dinner when I'm trying to show you my new creations.
Yeah.
It's bullshit, bro.
But then it's also like as artists too, it's like... Bro, read the room.
Read the room.
Like, don't come in trying to like play like 7 songs of yours back to back, and it's like, nah, bro. Just like, if everybody's chatting and stuff, don't expect people to stop their shit to listen to your shit.
Read the
room.
Like
you could play it still, you know what I mean, and let it go. But it's like, read the room. So it depends on what the experience is. If it's something like, yo, I really want to show you the song. Yeah, somebody should just shut up and listen to the song. But it's also like, bro. You can't just expect people to just stop what they're doing and listen to your music and be attentive and shit.
Yeah, you have to read the room with all this fucking shit. Have to read the room, especially with the producer thing. Read the room. Kind of know how to talk to people. Whatever.
Read the room.
But the thing is, too, is I'm thinking back on New York City. I went to this thing where I was showing my music to people. And everybody was doing this thing where, and I posted it. It's like in a studio. You can go on my Instagram right now and find it. It's like everyone's showing their music. You plug into this aux, and everyone shows the music to the party. Whatever. Very supporting people, whatever.
Right.
And every time somebody would show the music, they would like perform. But it was just plug in aux, and people didn't know if they were supposed to perform or not. The song, like their own song. And there was almost like this weird competition going on. Nobody talked about it.
Like,
of like who's the most passionate about showing their songs. There's no microphone. So it's just who's like doing all this shit. It's like the Kanye thing where he just goes nuts. The stories of Kanye in the studio. He goes nuts because he's so passionate about it. But then I question, like, what is that? But it's like, how are you then supposed to act when your song's being played? Are you just supposed to be natural? Are you supposed to, like, what are we supposed to be doing with our hands?
That is a funny situation. I think you just got to be authentic to the energy you're feeling. And some people are going to be overboard and shit. So, like, I don't know. If you feel like going crazy on that shit because it's hard as fuck and that's your style, maybe do it. But also, if, like, a bunch of people are getting in this silent competition of, like, acting the most wild, I'm going to go up and I'm going to stand and play my shit and bob my head and look at everybody while it's playing.
Yeah. I was kind of going nuts because I was kind of feeding into the competition.
Yeah.
But it was very strange because people show their music in different ways.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's like, what the fuck am I supposed to do?
Yeah, that's an interesting situation. What were some of these other questions we asked in the beginning?
What did you ask?
I said, what is a common mistake failure you see for upcoming artists?
I said, what, following the money?
No, following the money was your first answer for worst advice you ever followed.
Oh, yeah, I
But
should
I think
probably
it was
dig
like,
into that one better.
yeah,
Following the money.
yeah, we can dive into that.
Obviously, making money's good. Follow the money in some ways. But also, like, everywhere that a lot of money is not always the best place to be.
Yeah,
It's kind of what I'm trying to say.
yeah, and I think especially when it comes to art,
100%.
things got so commoditized when it comes to art. But it's like, bro, if you're doing this, yeah, hopefully you make a bag off of it or whatever. But it's like, do it for the art first.
I feel like that's the whole record label situation too. Is like if you're looking for a record label for getting people to find you, you're already fucking up.
Yeah,
You're following the money in a bad way. That's my point.
yeah, I feel that. It is hard when people don't have money.
I get it, but like at the same time, bro, it's like if you're searching for the money and you find a label to give it to you, they're just gonna fuck you over.
Right.
Because
Well, you got to build leverage in everything.
that's my point though. In today's age, if a label is gonna give you a good deal, you have leverage, so you're already making the money, so you don't need the money.
Yeah.
So why would you go to the record label in the first place? So if you're in the position of the deal, you don't need the money necessarily in today's age.
Yeah, but
It's a
at the
lot
same
different.
time, if you're fucking like 18 and you never really had shit and you're making songs and the label's like, hey, we could give you like $100,000, you're not really thinking of the repercussions of it. You're like, bro, I need to pay rent. Cool.
I get it, but I'm still saying no,
Yeah.
especially with how much information's out there that artists get fucked over with.
Yeah, I feel you, but at the same time, it's like you don't know unless
Also,
you're in those
yeah,
situations.
you
Like,
don't. You don't.
But I think
If you need to eat, it's like eat.
I'm gonna skip to this one because I think there's something I want to say to it. But one thing you should have started doing earlier, and you said fucking up on social media, like making content and it not being it.
Yeah, you're gonna look stupid, so just start early so you learn how to look stupid
Yeah.
quicker.
And by looking stupid, you can be like, okay, I don't want to do that on camera anymore. Okay, I don't
Yeah.
want to do that. Like you can kind of adjust. It's like watching film.
Watching film.
You know,
You're gonna look like an idiot. It's gonna be cringe. You're gonna hate yourself. You're gonna have all this negative self-talk. But the more you self-talk yourself down, the more you just continue to grow.
yeah.
That's how the social media shit works. It's all kind of fake anyways. We're not used to it as human
Yeah, it's
beings.
weird. It's like this other interface of interacting and trying to display your personality that you think is your personality.
No,
It's a confusing thing.
it's a fucking mess. We're all living in the mess.
Yeah.
But just do it more so than other people and start earlier so you kind of learn how to better
starts to
live in
get
the
more
mess.
natural. It's like recording music.
Yeah, same shit.
I would say one thing I wish I would have started doing earlier was saving money. I've always been balls to the wall with like spending money on the music shit or like, oh, I need to learn this or I need to learn whatever it is, and then being like, okay, but what if like, what if I'd have been putting 100 a month? And sometimes that wasn't possible for me because everything that was coming in was going out on bills and shit. But like, what if for the past 10 years I was putting 100 a month away? Then I'd have a pretty solid budget for, pushing out a project now.
And as somebody who's lost a shit ton of money in the music industry from marketing, from fucking this, that, don't follow the fucking cheat codes. Don't follow the shortcuts,
Yeah.
bro. None of them fucking work.
Right.
Everybody says that, and you're like, oh, but this one,
Might
like,
be it. Yeah.
oh, it could be it. It never ever will work.
Yeah.
Every time you see a shortcut, no.
Yeah. It's almost like
Fuck
the
outta
best
there.
money you can spend is whatever you can actually do to develop foundations and
Yeah.
and the fundamentals. It's like playing sports. It's like catch the ball with two hands.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like Yeah, don't spend money on the cheat code. Spend money on learning the fundamentals.
Yes.
On getting better at the fundamentals, and
Yes.
that might not. You might not get viral right in the moment, or you might not explode in growth from the
Yeah.
beginning. But what you will find is like as the months and years go by, you're going to be in a whole different situation to where like you actually have a foundation to rely on.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Every fucking cheat code out there is just bullshit, man. People are scumbags in this industry. I'm here to say it. People are absolute scumbags, and I've gone through a lot of them.
Yeah,
And
dude.
you can't be like, you're not gonna get a shortcut, man. You have to have maybe something happen for you, or just make it happen yourself.
Yeah. I mean, there's things that happen, right?
There's things that happen.
There's lucky things. You meet the right person. All these things happen. But at the same time, it's like you have to be prepared to have the leverage to like act on it and take advantage of the situations. I don't say take advantage like in a malicious way, but like to be present for it. It's the same shit. It's like you got to get the reps in and be solid. You got to have those foundations, or else whatever happens, like you're not going to be able to retain it if you don't have systems in place.
And I'll say follow your gut. Like if you kind of sense that something's bad, follow your gut. It's probably fucking bad.
Yeah.
And it's just so much shady shit.
Yeah. But
We see it all the time, bro.
like also do your best to have the discernment between like fear and your gut. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
which you could feel fear in your gut, but at the same time, it's like,
It's a good point. That's a tough one.
you know, because it's like
You got to follow the fear.
yeah, you can't let your own like disbelief or you can't let your own self-consciousness prevent you from like diving into an opportunity that you might be scared of.
Yeah.
And kind of like covering that with this is a bad situation.
Yes.
Where it's like, no, dude, maybe you need to nut up and like show up.
Yes. But like, be careful.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
Just be
yeah.
careful.
I agree. 100% agree.
Most of the shit is bullshit. All the marketing agencies and all that shit, pretty much bullshit.
Yeah.
It's pretty much bullshit. You have a lot of work to do if you're searching for it.
Yeah, there are services, right? But like, don't look for the shit that's gonna tell you like, I'll get you to 1 million streams in 2 months or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, find the shit that practices the principles.
Yes, work on the craft. Work on the craft. LeBron didn't fucking shortcut his way to the league.
Yeah.
And he's the greatest to ever do it.
Yeah. And ultimately, by like, the more that you have those foundations, like the more that you get your reps in, the more likely when an opportunity comes, you can actually capitalize on that shit.
Yeah.
Rather than like, if you haven't and you go viral or you meet the right person, it's like, bro, they might not even fuck with your music right now. And you spend all your time trying to meet this person where it's like, get your product right.
It's so, like the advice is so obvious, but it's so tough.
But it's tough because it's like, there's no shortcut. It comes back to what I was saying earlier. The only real cheat code is consistency.
Yeah.
And if you can be consistent, then like you start to find shortcuts in a way. It's like,
I will say too, at least in my situation, is like I was looking for shortcuts like nonstop because in my city, growing up, nobody's done it. So I was like, what can I do to really go? Because it felt like there was a ceiling over my head because I felt like there was nothing going on.
right.
The music sucked, and I thought it was great. That was the first issue. Second issue is I wasn't even putting in the at-bats on social. And I knew I was supposed to. I was just too insecure and nervous. And I just didn't know where to go. So there was always these fucking like free like features if you pay this amount, or like marketing companies where you're like, just spend this on the ad, and
you're like, maybe.
Playlisting, back to playlisting. Like I would do the playlist stuff, and then the next month it would be gone.
Right.
And then where'd your money go?
And that's why, yeah, exactly. I've done some of the same shit, bro. I bought these courses that are out here. I've paid for subscriptions and stuff, and there's been a couple that are worth it. Like, there's some, I'll shout them out right now. Indiepreneur.
Yep.
has given me like a huge fundamental understanding of direct marketing and actually how to build a business with this.
Yep.
And there's a few other things out there that have really taught me a lot, but a lot of it is bullshit, bro. And
what should be our relationship with like exposing the ones? I won't say anything. But on this podcast going forward, how should we address that stuff? Because maybe if somebody comments it or something,
I mean, I think
should we just leave it?
that we can speak. I don't know. Like, if somebody's doing some really foul shit, I think
Yeah.
I'm cool with speaking about it.
Yeah, me too. But let's highlight the good
There's
ones.
some services that work still, but like they have a negative side, and it's like I don't want to jump to conclusions about people because of what I think or because of what I've come upon. But like when someone's just stealing money from artists,
Yeah. Yep. And you know something too is like the common denominator on the things that actually work are where you have to do a lot of the work.
yeah,
So like Indiepreneur works because they require a lot from the artist. So you're overloaded with all this shit. You're like, how do I do all this shit? But that's kind of showing you that it is the right direction.
Right, 'cause
because
it's
there's
like-
no fucking cheat codes.
Right.
They're not saying, okay, if you pay us, we'll do everything for you and you're going to be famous next week.
Right.
They're not saying that bullshit.
right, and even like
So I guess look for the work. Like look for the hard shit.
yeah, look where you have to put in the work. Look at what it's like. You know, and you can find team members to help you with this. Like if you're such an artist that you like, it's so hard for you to even think about, you know, some of the admin work. It's like you can find friends to help you with this. But if you don't know what you need, you leave yourself open to get fucked.
Yeah, man.
Because you're paying someone else to form opinions about what you need. And I don't know.
Yeah, it's like the brand situation. Like I always get confused. Like when we're working on my shit, it's like, who am I as a brand? How can I answer that?
But the thing is like I can help ask you questions. I can help you digest some of the things we talk about when we're talking about those things and like how they could apply. But ultimately it's like, bro, I can't tell you what your brand is.
I think this is I think maybe next episode or whenever we could dive into the brand shit because that's a whole episode, bro.
Yeah.
Like just finding your brand, developing your brand, and how to even tell what your brand is.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have it figured out.
Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of, I do think we should dive into it. Maybe
We definitely will.
we'll hold off on that until another episode. Cause I have a lot to say about that actually.
Because actually, in a way, also you kind of have no control over it. It's kind of just authentically you.
Right.
But another episode.
So what's one thing you should have waited for?
I think to spend money.
Yeah.
I think spending money is important because you have to treat the artist business like a startup. And a startup won't go anywhere if you don't have the funding for it. So the money part is important in the artist shit. But kind of piggybacking off what we just said, don't spend your money on the bullshit cheat codes. Because it's never going to happen that way.
Right.
It's just not.
Right.
So like if there's a marketing company where they're saying you're going to get this amount of streams, we're going to make you famous, and everything good is going to happen in this amount of time. Don't fall for the shit. Save your money, put it towards maybe a better camera.
Yeah, or production. If you can't produce your own shit and you want your music to sound better, like get the product right.
Like you got to be really careful where you put your money. Really careful.
And the vanity metrics don't matter. Like, especially in the beginning.
But do monthly listeners matter?
Only at a certain point if that shit's returning revenue.
When you follow an Instagram, do you look at followers?
On what? I mean, it's right there.
Do you like, remember how you asked me earlier, like the monthly listener
I mean,
thing?
I think some of that comes up, but it's also like, bro, I've been working in this industry for a while, so I've seen some stupid ass shit on profiles where it's like 120,000 followers and you getting like engagement that's like double digits.
Ugh.
So it's just
the
like,
worst, bro.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think in some ways, like I see through a lot of that shit, but I think when you find an artist or someone who you actually respect what they're creating or their content or whatever, and you see they have a strong following, you're like, oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
But
I think monthly listeners, it's all bullshit, so it doesn't fucking matter.
yeah,
The
until
numbers are all bullshit. The
Yeah.
playlist, the fake playlist, it's all bullshit. I mean, kind of.
monthly listeners only matters if you're getting genuine data.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like if you know that your shit's a direct result of the actual other work you're putting in on social media, on digital marketing, whatever it is, and you know that like these numbers are real and I can
Yes.
take this data and base things for my business off of this data. I know that in Columbia, South Carolina, I have, 600 listeners. So now I can base something off of that data.
Yeah.
So I think in that case, monthly listeners matter. Monthly listeners matters as much as your data is clean. One thing that I feel like I should have waited on,
Yeah.
this is kind of like a general thing that I've just felt throughout my whole career, is I'm always in a rush to catch up on what should have been out because I'm, maybe it was stuff I made a year ago or a project that I've been developing for a while, but it's like, don't have perfectionism, but also like see your vision through and then bring it to the world. Because you're going to have a lot more opportunity to, when you see your vision through and you know this is what you brought to the world and you're comfortable with bringing this to the world, you're excited, you're like, this is an honest representation of what I was intending to do. At no point are you selling it. You're saying what you really feel about this product. You're making content that you're genuinely excited about. You're reaching out to people about something that you believe is the dopest shit you could have possibly done. And now everything is easier. It's like it's having a product you believe in.
Yeah.
And I'll say this is like, I've rushed things before, put them out to where they weren't up to a certain standard of mine. And then I have to overcompensate in some aspects of pushing the record or making the content or whatever. Where it's like, if you start on a solid foundation. Now, again, I don't want, like, if you're a young creator, it's like, dude, make as much stuff as you can, get it out, grow from it, all that stuff. But at the same time, it's like,
If you have catalog, it's a different story.
If you have some catalog or just like even if you have just like your catalog, like it's not even out places, but like you're like, I made all this shit, I feel like I'm growing. Like, yo, bring your vision to life. And so I think for me, I've always felt rushed. I've always felt behind. And part of that has been financial, where I'm like, I got to get this money so I can pay rent, so I can pay and help my, whoever out.
Yep.
But ultimately it's like, see the vision through.
Yeah.
And do your best at making that. It doesn't have to be 6K cinema quality visuals. It doesn't have to be recorded in Abbey Road. You know what I mean? Like, but do it to the best of your ability
right now
and make it what your vision is.
Yeah.
And push that. And it's going to hit the people that you're supposed to hit. Like, not every song or video is supposed to like go viral, but that might be the bridge to meeting this person who will change your life. And as far as, I don't mean change your life as I'm going to make you famous, but change your life as, oh, I believe in what you're doing. I want to contribute how I can.
And just fucking do it. Like, the alternative will never happen. So just put the music out and then start, stuff will just start to happen.
Yeah.
Like, this person will kind of enter your life slowly but surely. And
right.
then like this producer is in the same group. So then you connect on a production level, and it's just like, just put the shit out and then shit will start to happen.
Yeah.
Don't be hesitant, because the moment you hesitate, then the alternative is actually happening.
Right.
So if you want to see what happens, if you just put the fucking thing out.
Yeah. Like, get out there. Like, I do want to say, because I'm kind of giving some conflicting advice where I'm like, bring your vision to life. Don't feel rushed. But then it's also like, in this day and age, you do have to get out there. You do have to put shit out. You do have to see how it's received. You do have to, like, there's been shit I've made that I thought was the hottest shit. Like,
oh, man,
yo, this has got to go. And then years later, I'm like, well, I hear the potential in it. That was cool. But if I wouldn't have put it out and had the experiences where other people got to see part of my vision and believe in it or whatever.
So with the start of this podcast, I was thinking the other night, I was like, man, my first ever song, I have that bitch on SoundCloud right now. So I could just put that out and people would be able to hear how fucking terrible I was. I'm not even joking. Like, I might actually do that. It's like the most cringeworthy shit of all time, but you could see kind of, it's kind of cool at the same time. I never want to hear it, but like the progress of it. So I
Yeah.
might kind of do it. I was
Yeah.
thinking about it. It's gonna be shit. I mean, especially for me, like no music and YouTube University.
Right.
It's like never. It's not gonna be good.
Yeah, my
Initially.
first songs were
Like, bro,
brutal, but there was some potential that I heard or that I felt.
do you think I should unprivate it? I don't know, bro. It's risky business. It's bad.
I think it'd be
bad.
something cool to do like that or with like a fan community.
Yeah.
Let me show you all the whole shit. I recorded verses. We're good digressing a bit, but I've recorded verses on beats where I was like, in 10 years, I'm gonna write the second verse to this.
Oh my god. Did you do it?
I need to go back. Probably in the next year or two is probably when some of those are turning about.
Well, a lot of
10
like
years old.
a lot of painters fucking take years and years to make one piece.
Yeah.
Does anybody do that music? Like, I mean, I guess an album like from a Kendrick album.
I think I
takes,
just
what,
saw
5
Logic was
years?
doing some shit like that.
Oh,
I just saw a video about that like the other day, I think.
we haven't even talked about. We should talk about like the podcast a little bit, kind of the idea behind it, what we want to accomplish.
Yeah, I'm definitely down. You want to start it off or you want me to start it off?
It's up to you.
So about a week ago, we had an idea to start a podcast just because we're always talking shit to each other, having fun, learning, figuring out what it is to like, make progress on our dreams and this journey. And we've been through a lot of shit. We've screwed up personally. We've invested in things that didn't pay out what we thought it would. We've fucked up a lot.
Yeah, and we're not even like the most successful artists in the world.
Yeah.
But we're just trying to like But we're just trying to kind of like. I always think about it as that kid that started out.
Yeah,
Like
facts.
what did that kid want to hear? So anybody getting into music, anybody that's been in music, like it's really going to be a beneficial.
Yeah, I think my whole like coming up as an artist, I always wanted to be like, and thankfully in the latter years, like I've had some kind of like creative mentors in some ways, but like when I was starting out, bro, that's all I wanted. Somebody to kind of give me some game or direction or like see what my vision was and help me figure out what the next step was.
Yep.
And I think there's a lot of value that came from not having that and having to figure it out. But like I'm always, if I can, if it makes sense and if it's helpful for an artist or someone starting out on their, whatever their dream is,
Yeah.
I like to be able to provide some value to that from my screw ups. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
From like, and not saying I know how and how not to, but there's certain things I do know. There's certain things I messed up in and I want to share that. I think for me, it's like, we talked about it earlier today. How much game can we give away for free?
All of it
Yeah.
that we know.
Yeah.
I mean, what the fuck am I going to gatekeep for?
Right.
I have nothing to lose at this point.
I love to see creatives do their thing.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And like, so our plan is also to bring guests on that kind of fit in our ecosystem
and that we actually have like questions for or that have answered questions for us in the past and shit. So
hell yeah.
If y'all have particular guests you want to get on here or you want to learn more about or particular topics, you can let us know and like we will seek that out because we probably need to learn more about it too.
And sorry, go ahead.
No, you got it.
If you're in Nashville, hit us up too.
Yeah. Yo.
Come on, sit right there.
Yep. Or maybe in this seat. Whichever ends up looking better on camera.
We're still figuring things out.
Still figuring things out. This is the Monthly Listeners Podcast. It has been an idea for about a week now. And this morning we said, let's just do it. So we set up everything and we started it. So who knows what this might turn into? Who knows if this doesn't get any views? Regardless, our goal is to give some game, share some stuff, and have a good time. And this is the Monthly Listeners Podcast.
Yeah.
We out.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
ASMR experience.